Very nice. Hey YouTube, it's your boy MeRSTV, and I am back with another video. Yeah, this video right here is going to be about my top 6 purchases that I made in 2025 under $100. I know that I've been on this little top 6, bottom 6 kick here lately, but I'm really enjoying this thing. I'm just running through, basically documenting my my progress through YouTube here. So like this past year, I did pick up, a ton of guns, and in picking up a ton of guns, I also picked up, a lot of accessories for these guns. So this is going to be on, some of the things that I picked up in 2025 that I really enjoyed and really made an impact in the firearm that it's on, or an impact in the way I go about training. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Also, before we continue on here, I just want to say here, YouTube, this video is only for educational purposes. I am not here to sell anybody any firearms, and I am not here to promote any modifications of any said firearms. As well, everything in this room right now is clear. There's no ammo in the room at all. With that being said, okay, everything is safe and clear, and we're in a safe and controlled environment. Just got to say that for YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. I know some people get mad when people do that, but sometimes YouTube just... So with that being said, let's just get right into it. First, we got one of my favorite grips of the year, and that is the Dreco Kung Fu grip. My goodness. And I've heard a lot of praise on this thing before I even got it, but I was on the fence, because I thought if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But man, when I finally bit the bullet on this guy, I actually checked it out and I saw how much it was. I was like, what? Add to cart. And next thing you know, now I have about 3 or 4 of them, plus the 3 that I'm giving out in a giveaway. So yeah, that Dreco, I really do like the way that angle it just feels natural to me, and it also is just more comfortable than something like this guy right here. This is that MOE Plus. As you can see, the grip angle is a little different. I don't mind this too much on rifles, like longer barrel, but what I really prefer on the longer barrel is like the B5 systems. But this guy right here, as you can see, the angle is like pretty crazy. But the Dreco just feels great, natural, and I don't even know what kind of magic they're doing here. Plus, they have like this little finger groove right there. The texture is nice. I mean, just everything is nice. The ergos on this thing's nice, and I just enjoy it. So that's the Dreco right there. That is number 6 in my top 6 purchases of 2005 under $100. All right, up next, let's just get right into it because it's on here. It's that SBA 5 brace right here. Man, I don't even know how they got away with doing this. So, I mean, I like how bulky it is. I like the feel of it. I like how, it's not flimsy like the SBA 3. Like the SBA 3s is what was my go-to for pistol braces before this guy. Then I ran one of my friends' pistols, and he had this guy right here. He had a 300 Blackhawk pistol. I tried it out, and I'm like, man, this thing feels really nice and it's really different, right? And it's just, it's just bigger, it's more robust, it's not as flimsy. As you can see, has some little structure there, and the rubber itself is just a lot beefier, and it looks, it looks less like a brace, But yeah, really enjoy this guy right here. and it really made a big difference. You know, for the 80 beans that I paid for this guy during Black Friday, I think, no, actually it was 60 beans I paid for this guy. But normally you can find this guy anywhere between 90 beans to 99 beans, depending if you get it just the brace alone or you get the brace and the buffer tube. So this is number 2 right here, the SBA 5 brace. I mean, you gotta love this thing. Up next is something on my favorite pistol right here, and that is, of course, we are clear. We're clear. Nothing in the mag, nothing in the chamber. Now, is this aim surplus barrel. My goodness, this thing right here, for the price I paid for this thing, I had to go look and remember what I paid for it, but it was 29 beans. And the difference in performance that this guy right here adds to the, as opposed to a non-ported, it's a night and day difference. It's like the felt recoil difference of it is night and day. Like, that's all I can say. Because originally when I built this thing, it wasn't on that SCT 17. It was actually on the Glock 17. And I have a video, I might put footage of it, me shooting the difference between the regular barrel and the ported barrel in this video as I'm talking as well. But for 29 beans, like the difference, and then and down this barrel right here, you know, like I looked and tried to look, and I even looked, they still have it. It's like on a closeout, and I got this thing a while ago. So you can still get it for that price. So if you guys can find a good deal on like a window cut slide for a 17 and grab this guy right here, trust me, you won't regret it. You'll be commenting, hey man, thanks for the recommendation. But this thing right here, the aim surplus ported, what was the name of it? Let me get the name so I can tell you guys. So it's the aim surplus ported DLC 17 Gen 1 through 4 barrel. And I mean, night and day difference. This is really what makes the SCT 17 my favorite gun. Like one of the components of it. This is the majority of it. You know, then you got other things like the fit, how it fits my hand, just the mechanics of it, but mainly this guy right here, allowing it to shoot so flat. So anyways, number 3 is the aim surplus ported barrel right here. All right, now up next, even though I did get this later in the year, this really changed the way I train at the range. It just added just so much more that I can do, and also sharpen up a new skill set and a new type of training, right? And that's drawing from the holster. The attachment point on this thing here, it's the light. So as long as you have a TLR1 or a TLR2, you can run this thing here. So it doesn't matter if you have a micro or a PSA dagger and it's in there. It's not going anywhere. Secure. I mean, and it's just in there, nice and easy. So one day I can run this guy here, or the next day I can go on ahead and run my Ross Martin, you know, and it's in there, nice and secure, nice secure, or my CZP-10C in there, secure. And because of that, and with the price point, this is like one of my top 6 purchases of 2005. I really enjoy this guy. I enjoy using it. The last time I went to the range, I actually forgot this thing. I was so sad. I forgot my whole range belt. I was sad. But you know, I had 2 hours and I had to film some videos, so I got that content out anyways. But yeah, the Blackhawk omnivore. This Magpul RXM full size grip module for my Ruger RXM. Man, this thing here, if the Ruger wasn't already good, if the RXM wasn't already good for me, this thing right here just elevated it that much more. This grip module right here, I mean, it just fits my hand perfectly. The texture, perfect. Everything's perfect. And because this thing right here has an FCI, this thing got delivered to my door. So all I had to do was take that FCI out from the compact frame and pop it into this full-size frame. And ever since then, it's just been a match made in heaven. I got that just the tip barrel. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. It's just the tip. And man, this thing right here, really nice. And I am also, this is something that I'm also giving away, not this exact same one, in that giveaway that I'm gonna be doing when I hit 2,000 subscribers. And you guys will be, whoever wins this thing's really gonna enjoy it, because man, this thing's just a game changer. And it's already points so good with me. And it just gives me that much more room for my fat sausage fingers to grip onto, as you can see. So the Ruger RXM full-size frame, yeah, one of my top 6 purchases in 2005 that was under 100 beans, and this thing right here is 40 beans. All right, guys, and lastly, one of the things that I picked up last year that was like that was really impactful, wasn't something that I train with, wasn't something that I actually take outside of the house. It was this guy right here, little biometric safe over here. This is the Soli biometric safe, and I picked this thing up off of Amazon, and it was only, when I got it, was about 80 beans. Normally it's around 90 beans, but the reason I got this, I actually have 2 of this guy here now, is because I keep firearms in, at least in all of my rooms, I try to keep a firearm. So, and I'm not the only one that has access to these rooms. So rather than just to leave, you know, a loaded firearm just sitting on a nightstand or in a drawer, I grabbed this guy right here, and it's pretty quick. So I've had this thing here. I got it at the beginning of last year, and you can do 2 things. You can put a code in, which I don't put the code in ever. I just use my finger like this, and the thing opens up. You grab your gun, and you're good to go. So sitting in there, and as you can see, it doesn't open up too much, so it's perfect to have in a drawer. This thing right here, essentially, is just another, extra, you know, movement that I got to do. Some people don't like that. They just like to have access to their firearms right away. But for me, the trade-off is that I don't have to worry about if somebody's at my house and they wander off, and then they start looking in drawers or anything like that, and they pick up a firearm and then something happens. So I just rather be safe than sorry, basically. This thing right here was #1 pickup of 2025. Just making sure that things are secure, because accidents can happen, and I just don't want any issues, so I grabbed this guy here. So yeah, those are my top 6 purchases under $100 that I made in 2025. Let me know down in the comments. Do you guys have any of these in the list? You guys looking to purchase anything in this list over here? Also, if you have any questions, leave them all down below, and I'll make sure to comment. I'm pretty active in my comment section, as some of you guys may know. Yeah, so 2026, it's the year of the suppressors, like I said, and we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna keep rolling out with the content. I'm gonna try to be posting at least 3 times a week. I'm gonna shoot for something like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm not always going to be able to keep that schedule. I might switch it up some days, but normally I'm posting every single day, whether if it's a community post or just a short. But if I'm talking about long form content, like stuff like this, I'm gonna try to shoot for 3 times a week. So anyways, as always, guys, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.